What it do, baby boo? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. Okay, really be you on mute. You on mute.
Production meeting. I'm on mute. What's up? I'm here.
Don't look. Hey, it's all good because let me tell you something. All this new equipment production been messing up all week. So
that's okay. That's all right.
All right. I love y'all down. I'm sorry. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Martin. I don't want to go to Arizona.
No, I don't want to go to Arizona.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Y'all, listen, I know we have missed last week's episode of Heart and Hustle Houston, but luckily these two episodes we can kind of combine 2 and 2. Okay, so welcome to the Heart and Hustle Houston panel. T did let us know that he might hop on later on once he get done with dialysis, but we will see.
Y'all say y'all know what it is with T. If he can, if he feel up to it, he gonna come. If he don't, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Y'all know we love him down, and he'll be here if he can. Y'all know T be really thugging it out for y'all. I don't think y'all really realize how hard he really be thugging it out for y'all.
He do. We appreciate him. Look, he be literally coming straight out of dialysis, be coming straight up on here with us and giving his little commentary. So
he really do.
We appreciate that. Yes. Ray C, stop snitching. She said because I ordered my laptop from Target, and on the panel with Scotty, I had audio issues. Like it was delayed like 15-20 minutes because I couldn't figure out my audio. And I said I bought the laptop from Target. I got dragged, but Phil.
You bought it from Target?
It was on sale. It was $200 off. Look, I know, and I was saying that the black ancestors was mad at me. That's why I was having it.
And that's on the anniversary of National Lift Every Chair and Swing Day. Oh, Jojo, what I'm gonna do with you?
Listen, I'm sorry, and this is my karma for getting that laptop from Target.
That's why the shit don't work. It ain't
because I've been having production issues all week. Yesterday I couldn't. The sound. We were sitting backstage for 10 minutes trying to figure out the sound. It was my ass the whole time. Like wow, and I don't never have production issues like this.
Well, we know why.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are let's go ahead and get into it. And Ro, listen, I got questions for you, girl, towards the end of this, the end of the last episode. So I will drop the panel and the link. I know you got a live really be, but I have questions. I have questions for Ro, so I need her to answer because girl, you were going in that last episode. Whew.
Well, Ro kind of told me what was going on, but if she don't come through, I'll tell you. But Ro kind of let me know what was going on.
Oh, the tea behind. Okay, well, I can't wait for that tea. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, Lock Queen? What's up, Chuck? What's up, Sweet Pea? What's up, Ray C? What's up, everyone? Okay, what's up, Felicia?
Hey, all right,
so we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Do you hear me? So this episode 9, left off on the continuation of Chloe's party. Okay, Elena is there. Elena, Ro, and Latoya is having a deep conversation, and Latoya and Ro revealed to Elena that there were conversations, and that her ex-husband went over to Sabrina and her man's house and they had conversations. And remember we mentioned the last time we ain't seen Elena in what 4 or 5 episodes. Your girl been MIA.
Wow. Okay.
So they was actually telling her what was going on, and she was so shocked, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I never thought, oh my God, like, of course I'm mad at my husband, but I'm so mad at Sabrina for breaking the sisterhood." What were your thoughts on that scene, really, B? What's up?
On the scene with
the beginning of episode 9, yeah, when
Ro and them were talking to Elena.
Yeah, about telling her the tea about the situation with the ex-husband going over to Sabrina in them house.
So this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I appreciate the fact that they told her, and I appreciate how they told her. I don't feel like they came to her. I don't feel like it was done in a messy way, because at the end of the day, it's a reality show. They got to move the story along. It happened on camera, and they had to have the conversation. But I appreciate that they were like, "Girl, if somebody did X, Y, and Z, would you want to know?" And she was like, "Yeah, I want to know." And so, it's buffering. Is it me buffering?
It's probably me. I've been having issues.
It might be me because I got my internet child. It'll be me. So yeah, I'm sorry if it's buffering, y'all. Y'all let me know if it gets better. Y'all let us know if it gets better. So I again, in the real world, would it have gone down like that? Don't know. But on reality television, I feel like I feel like the way they did it was a good way to do it. You know what I mean? You have to do it though, like that, because the conversation happened on camera. They had to address it on camera. But I like the way it was done. So yeah.
I agree. I think that it needed to be said, and Elena looked really good in that scene.
Elena is a bad mama. You better shut your mouth. Elena really does that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
exactly.
And that's one thing we've said that over and over again. Like the one thing we ain't gonna never say about the ladies on this show is that they don't bring the beauty, the fashions. Like they bring it, all of them, of them.
They do. They really do look good. That's one thing. They look good. Like this group is really put together, even on what we consider maybe like what they consider in their head like an off day or something. They look amazing. So shout out to them for having it put together. The next scene is Chloe going over her man house. Jordan, wow, like, can we just talk about this right now in the housing crisis that we're in, where people do not have their own homes or people that are, living with each other? Jordan has a really nice house. He really do. I was like, where this at? Let me find this. Like,
what does Jordan do? Have they ever told us about what does Jordan do for a living? What does he do? Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't want to be that person to kind of stereotype, so I won't do that. But I mean, whatever. No facts. Okay, I think it might be a YouTube issue because we're fine. StreamYard is fine over here.
Yeah, we can see and hear each other fine. So yeah, I don't know. It might be.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, but she come over there talking to Jordan about the whole situation, that the girls are mad at her. And then they was trying to create content for their social media.
But you know what I peeped in this whole and it comes back later in the next episode too. Jordan, and it actually already happened before. Jordan told her, like, your mouth. Like, Chloe, you be coming out your mouth reckless. And he said that to her before, but that's when they were arguing about her talking to his mama. So I think it kind of got lost in translation. But he said the same thing in the next episode. So he Chloe, this is not the first time somebody tried to tell you about your mouth. Like, it's not the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You went to Jordan, and I feel like Jordan was trying to be honest with you about what it was, why the ladies had an issue, what was going on with the ladies. Like it definitely felt like he saw through her bullshit and he was trying to be honest with her. And listen, I don't want the kind of person that can't be honest with me, because she was like, "You're supposed to be on my side." No, he's supposed to try to help you work through this situation.
That's what I'm saying. And I have to agree with you on that because Chloe talks too much, and I mean that's the fact. She talks too much, and her man Jordan know that. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows that she talks a lot. So I thought the scene was like, okay, Chloe, but we'll get into Chloe later
Baby,
on
we're
this
gonna get into Chloe
panel.
this whole like if it ain't Chloe, I feel like Marsha. It's gonna be Chloe.
Right. So okay. I'm so bored. We can skip this scene, but I'll just briefly touch on it. Marina, she was talking about Marina, right?
Manir,
Manera. And you know what? Really, be that's
that's
so
why I call her
horrible.
Mimi.
We are 2 seasons in, 8, 9, 10 episodes in. I still cannot pronounce this girl name. That's how irrelevant she is on this show. I hate to say it, but that's true. I mean, she don't give nothing, but she was saying how there was issue, how her and her husband need to kind of spend time together, whoop de whoop doop. I'm like, listen, y'all locked in. Y'all can get this fixed.
Well, we can go ahead and just knock out that whole thing. Later on in the episode, he plans a staycation for her. He says, he was really trying to link up their calendars, but he wasn't able to do it. So he did a staycation. I guess he's hearing her. All I have to say is, nothing changes overnight. Y'all have to work at it. I do understand that when married couples are together a long time, things can get a little stale, right? So listen, do great, yay. Y'all had some me time.
I get so listen, every time her scene come on, I'll be almost damn near falling asleep. Literally, I almost fall asleep because she's so boring. I'm like, girl.
Well, Chloe said that she was born, honey. Chloe did tell us she was born.
I know y'all. I know they all say Chloe messy, but Chloe do be right on some stuff now. Okay.
Oh yeah, Chloe wasn't wrong about that. I mean, again, even when she said that she wasn't wrong, it was just when you already. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, facts. Okay, so Latoya and Jordan go ring shopping for Chloe. Now, I personally feel still like that this is kind of being rushed. Like Jordan, like brother, slow down. You got your whole life ahead of you. Y'all, are we still buffering or breaking up? Can y'all let me know? Because the numbers are kind of like icky in here.
Oh.
But they was going ring shopping and stuff, and I thought it was a cute scene. Latoya definitely grew on me. I'm not gonna say she was unlikable first season, but I do think that she has grown a lot, and she's becoming more relatable. Because that was the issue that I had on her during season 1, that she's not really open like that. So it was kind of good seeing that.
I think that so let me just be honest about something, right? Let me be real. I'm gonna be real with y'all about something. One thing that we see in Latoya that we do not get a lot of on reality television, especially Black reality television, is a big girl, right? And I don't mean no disrespect, Latoya. If you see this or hear this, I'm not saying this in no disrespectful way. I'm a big girl. We don't get a lot of that representation, and I feel like last season they tried to put her in a box as a big girl. They tried to put her in a box, and I feel like even that situation where they felt like they had to set her up on a date. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, we gotta set her up, and then they give her, that whole situation. I mean, that was a clown show. Oh boy, that old man or whatever. That was a whole clown show.
Yeah,
and I feel like, I feel like there was a combination of, whenever you're always conscious of the cameras, and you're always conscious about that stuff. So I think there was a combination of those types of things. So I think she was a little boxed in, a little nervous, a little worried about how she was going to be perceived on television. And then I think it was production kind of putting her in a box. That's how I felt. I still feel that way a little bit this year too. Even with earlier in the season, I said that I felt like, why do they always bully Latoya? I feel like they bully Latoya because they see her as the weakest link, So I agree.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say the first season she was monotone, but she was more chill of the group. You know what I'm saying? So people, when you see people like when you're in a group setting, you're more kind of laid back. People will take that advantage to kind of like try you, not necessarily will try you to see if they can walk over you, for the most part. So
yeah, I agree.
Now they was talking in this scene also, they was talking about the situation regarding Chloe's son. I still think that Chloe is kind of moving too fast in this. I agree with Chloe's son because at the end of the day, y'all, like, she have not healed from her ex-husband. And you're taking that energy and you're trying to move into this relationship with Jordan, and he already showed you that he is not faithful by doing the infidelity situation. So what are we doing here? Like, Jordan, like, you truly ready to take these next steps and have a vow before God?
I'm gonna say this, and I said this before, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Two things. One, I think it's too soon after the infidelity. I think I'm always leery about these big gestures when infidelity happens, because I feel like people just want to brush past the infidelity instead of dealing with what's going on. So now you want to propose and you want to do this whole proposal thing, but you got this infidelity situation going on. The other thing is, I'm not a mother, so let me preface that by saying that. But I would like to think that if I were in this situation and I was a mom and I was dating a guy and none of my kids were comfortable, I would think that would give me pause and make me take a step back and really. I'm not saying she has to break up with Jordan, but I think we need to take a step back, because for some reason my kids are not comfortable. My kids are not happy. My kids are not comfortable in this space. And so I have to take a step back until everybody is on the same page and everybody is comfortable. And I have a problem with the fact that Chloe is not doing it. I just feel like as a parent, you give something up when you decide to have children. You give something up, and I feel like that's part of what you give up. Now, if all of her kids were grown, I'd have a different mindset. I'd be like, well, her kids are grown. She's, but you have kids you have minor children, and then you have a son who literally is 4 years younger than the guy you're dating. You have to understand there's some process that needs to happen there.
Exactly. I agree. I think that like you said, it's, as a doctor, grieving process. There's a grieving process when it comes. And you know how to put it in there somewhere. I've been keeping it cute for 20 minutes. I had to put in, I'm a doctor. In there really quick.
Do y'all know? Hold on, let me say this to the people. Do y'all know that somebody left a comment under the Whether You Like It or Not panel? It was really trying to come for JoJo, talking about he just gotta remind people he a doctor. He's so pressed to let somebody know he have a PhD. Y'all do know that we're joking. And y'all do know that we are all in on the joke. Like,
this is y'all. This is only for entertainment purposes.
This is for entertainment purposes. We know this man, but they know that. Like,
right. And y'all know that. Right. And let me just pause in really quick before we go into the Elena scene. But y'all, the reason why I spoofed Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, because there was a situation where Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is not actually a doctor. So the joke was Dr. Josiah Bryant giving inadequate advice. That's the spoof of it all. So this is not serious. Listen, please do not take the advice that Dr. Josiah Bryant give. This is okay. Because look, we just keeping it real. Look, this is just a spoof. This is a spoof to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
We thought that all of y'all were in on the joke. We didn't know that some of y'all really thought that JoJo was a doctor. We really thought y'all were in on the joke.
I'm like, brother, I'm not a real doctor.
Right. We really thought y'all were in on the joke.
But yes, but we can move forward. Ooh, Lord.
That was funny.
Jesus. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the scene with Elena and Sabrina. They actually have a deep conversation about everything. Now, baby, I ain't gonna lie. Elena too chill for me, because I'm like I would have let sis had it, because that was messy as hell. Or we kind of dragged her for that first 2 episodes regarding that.
We drug her forward, and my thing is she still came in hot. Now, she did sort of kind of cool off a little bit once Elena started crying and kind of like really explaining how bad this is and how deep it is. But I mean, Labrina was still coming in hot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Labrina was definitely coming in hot. And at the end of the day, I get it. Like she just gone off on what her husband tell her, what Elena ex-husband telling him. But my thing is, if this is supposed to be a group, and I know y'all wasn't that close, but there's still a sisterhood or a sister code that you gotta follow. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I mean, if you even if you believe what the ex-husband was saying, I'm gonna need you not to really say this on actual camera and be all up in the mix. At least act like you don't know. Damn it.
listen. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again, and I ain't gonna change what I said because I said what I said and I meant it. If if this had if if I feel like the way it should have been done, and I've said that from the beginning, I feel like
Mhm.
the way it should have been done was the two men should have filmed the scene like in the man cave or outside smoking some cigars or whatever. And I think that should have been the scene. If they wanted to get that in, if they wanted Josh to be able to tell his side of the story, I just think it would have looked less messy if it was just the
Mhm.
guys talking. I think Labrina being the only woman in the room when the conversation was going on, it made it look really, really messy. I understand, oh, well, they weren't really friends, they really weren't that close. He has a right to tell his side of the story. Okay, great. All of those things, fine, over here in the corner. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I really feel like that's my issue. I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's kind of where I
Mhm. Yeah. So I get it. I get it that Elena does not, she doesn't feel like a safe space, but also with her coming on this show, not to play devil's advocate, you knew what you were kind of, you knew that this divorce or this separation or whatever has been went a
y'all know
messy
y'all know
turn.
y'all marriage was in y'all marriage wasn't
Exactly. And you still decide to come on the show. So I say that because now that the kitchen is hot, don't listen, don't go away from this group. Like you the one who signed up for this. And now I feel like that she's probably having second guesses, like, this is not probably for me being in this group setting.
yeah, and I'll be honest, I really feel like I feel like the only reason why we even saw Elena at the Valentine's Day party was for them
Mhm.
to have the conversation. Somebody said, "Look, girl, you better get over here and you better film a scene because your husband he telling his side of the story." Because you heard what Elena said in that scene. Elena was like, "Well, I don't care about what he said. He ain't say it on camera." And they were like, "Yes, he did." Like he
Yeah.
did say it on camera, and then she was like, "What?" And they were like, "Yes, she said it. He said it on camera." Like and you even heard Rose say, girl, that's why we having this conversation. So I feel like the
Right.
only reason why Elena even came to film was for them to kind of have that conversation. But at the end of the day, um, I agree, like, girl, this probably just ain't your thing. This, whether it's because you just mentally are checked out, whether you just realize that reality TV ain't for you, and it ain't for everybody. It's not,
It's not.
But I think the only reason why we even saw Elena is because Josh filmed that scene. I don't think we would have seen
Mhm.
no parts of Elena
Yeah.
if Josh hadn't filmed that scene.
That's true. I feel like that because by this point, I think that Elena was already checked out. But at this point, she's having to defend her livelihood, like her name in this. So that's why she kind of probably met up with Labrina. And if we go to the next scene, Labrina was talking to her husband about the situation. The husband said, "Hey, like, hey, that's what the homeboy told me that she cheated. She the one who cheated." And it's so crazy because divorce and separation really can be so nasty. And some people do stretch the truth to make themselves look like the victim. Do you have any thoughts on that scene at the ranch?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it because
Mhm.
I felt like Labrina, you just had this conversation with this woman. She just kind of poured her heart out to you and said, "Hey, it's not everything ain't what it seemed. Josh is not being honest. Josh is not being truthful." Um, like, and I understand. Oh well, he bought receipts. He bought receipts. Child, what receipts? We didn't
Mhm.
see no receipts. I
Yeah,
want to see some receipts.
exactly.
So.
That's what I'm saying. Because he said he had the receipts and everything, and I was like, okay, where are the receipts? Like, I would love to see that, but because at this point it's already brought up. is already brought out to the platform, we might as well to kind of just talk about it. So that was kind of my thoughts on that as a whole. But like I said, it's a really unfortunate situation between them. I understand where Elena's coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, I wish she could have just stick that out a little bit. So pull into the last scene, well, the second to last, well, yeah, the last scene of this episode where Ro, Chloe, and Latoya meet up with the same doctor. Baby, listen, I need y'all to get a new therapist because
Baby, y'all wearing this lady out. Baby, y'all are wearing, what's her name? Y'all are wearing this woman out, honey.
You wearing this poor woman out. And I feel like ain't nothing getting resolved.
She got more gray hair. Y'all done gave this lady more gray hair. Like, y'all wearing this lady out. Do you hear me?
She look older in the face.
Right. Like, y'all.
Y'all are
what her name, Miss Sylvia? Is it Miss Sylvia?
Y'all are stressing Miss Sylvia out.
Baby, y'all
are really stressing her out.
Baby, listen.
And I need y'all to get a new therapist. I say this with love. It's time for y'all to get a new therapist. Miss Sylvia said, say it with love. Miss Sylvia said, listen, y'all call Dr. JoJo. Call me. Have me to sit. I could have sat right up on there on that rooftop. And I could have had, and you know what I would do really be? I would do this low key. I would put a Janet Jackson on Why Did I Get Married? I want you to write down 10 things your partner did. Write down all the good things, all the bad things. And if the good things outweigh the bad things, fight for your marriage.
Stay together.
If the bad things outweigh the good things, then let it go. That's what Janet Jackson. See, I know what I'm talking about. Listen, that's why they call me Dr. Josiah Bryan. I got my PhD.
That's not why they call you that.
I can save friendships. I can save marriages.
They call you that
because you relationships.
Okay? You made us call you that. That's why they call you that.
I can save it. I can save it. Yes, I can. Okay. Now, with that being said, the group all have a conversation, and baby Ro is on 10. Ro is over the bullshit. Do you hear me? Baby, she went in on Chloe.
Let me ask you a question. Out of the whether you like it or not, the whole whether you like it or not panel, who do you think would have shown up the most like Ro? Let's say we were having a conflict and we went to therapy. Who walking in the door like Ro?
Oh, Scotty. Immediately. It's a tie between Scotty and T. But Scotty is the most passionate. When he gets mad, he's the most animated and passionate.
When Scotty get mad, it's a whole nother conversation. But I was thinking the same thing. But I think Scotty would be the more passionate. T would just be over it. T would be over it.
T and y'all would say, fuck you, go to hell. Okay. And then me, you, Sakina, and Busy gonna be over explaining, over talking.
Oh my gosh, we'll be there for 6 hours with Busy ass.
Listen, you're gonna have to have 4 or 5 therapists for Busy because
Busy is emotional. Busy be done cried. Y'all know Busy will shed a tear. Y'all know Busy will shed a tear. Busy will be done cried.
Right.
Y'all.
You know how I'll be sitting there looking like this. This is with a little fake smile.
The chat said T.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a tie between Scotty and T.
Oh, not Busy as Chloe. Oh, not Busy as Chloe.
Oh my God. Well, honestly, the whole panel is on fire. When we have our moments and we go off, we go off. So
I don't. I'm always demure. I'm always not me.
I wish I had my Sakina video to put up here. Because you know that was full of it. Really, we have plenty of back footage of you going off.
I don't believe you do.
Now I was the demure one. I have never broke character. Never.
Now I'm Latoya. Why? Because she the big girl and I'm the big girl? Is that why? I'm messing, y'all. Y'all know I'm messing. But right. Okay, so honestly, I feel like we're gonna probably say this 20 more times because the whole next episode is Chloe. Honestly, I feel like my biggest issue with Chloe is she does not listen. Chloe listens to respond, she does not listen to understand. And when you have people that are trying to tell you people that you consider to be friends. Because from my understanding, Chloe, Ro, and Latoya were friends in real life. Like they had built a real friendship. And when your friends are telling you, listen, I'm hurt, what you did hurt me, and this is how you hurt me, you have to be ready to hear what people, you have to be open to hearing what people are saying.
Right.
And the fact that you just, it was like every time somebody said something, well, I was hurt too. Well, I was this too. Well, this bothered me too. No, I need you to listen. I need you to listen.
That's it. Just hear out. And and that's the thing. Like Chloe does not listen. Like, and I think that she's so stronghold on how she feel. You're not listening to people's point of view, and that's why people are getting irritated with you. Because I would too. If I'm explaining to you how I feel genuinely and you're dismissing me, you don't understand how much, as a doctor, the missile is a symptom of childhood trauma. Okay, so when you dismiss somebody, you don't know what that person went through in their child life as far as childhood trauma. So you got to be mindful of that. Like, you know
I just
what?
feel like every time you just be like, as the doctor, I just have to make a face.
Oh
But
yeah, as a doctor.
I honestly, I honestly just feel like my biggest frustration with Chloe is she's not listening. And she has a point when she says, listen, this is who I've always been. Now all of a sudden it's an issue, but this is who I've always been. I understand her point, and her point is valid, but what she has to understand is, yes, when me and you are cool, you can do something and it does not bother me because we're in a good space and we're cool. But if we're not in a good space and we're not cool, now it's a problem. And now it's going to play out differently. And that's the part that I don't feel like Chloe is being genuine about. Because, girl, you understand the difference. Like, you're not stupid. You're not obtuse. You understand the difference between right now, me and you cool. So when I make my little smart comments and I'll be throwing little jabs, I am
Right.
going to take it differently than if me and you mad at each other, or if I'm mad at you, or if we're not in that space. You got to be in a good space with people. But to be fair, this is who Chloe has been all along. To be fair, y'all were just cool with her, and y'all were friends with her, and y'all were trying to work through or look around it or whatever it was. But the reality is, we're not gonna sit here and act like this ain't who she always been, because this
Right.
is who she's been.
I agree. Yeah, this is who she went. In the words of my Angela, when somebody show you who they are, believe them.
Believe in
And
the first
she's
time.
been, yeah, and this is how she been for the longest. So I do feel like that Miss Chloe, it's a personality, and I understand Rose's frustration too. Rose is high, she over it.
Baby, Ro
Um,
is over it. And Ro is very much, once I'm on the other side. Look at Scotty. Look at Scotty. Hey, boo.
what's up, Scotty by nature?
Right.
TV.
Your ears must have been burning because we was just talking about you.
I know.
But once you get to a certain point, Ro is one of those people that once she's over the other side, she's done. Like, I don't think there's really any coming back for Andre. I mean, Lord, I say Andre. I don't really think there's any coming back for Ro and Chloe. I just think that that has sailed. It's a wrap.
And I hate that because I do feel like that they were good, genuine friends.
I think they were too.
And I mean, listen, I'm praying that they can be able to fix it in the future. Hopefully it can be something that can be fixed. But if it's not, I understand. It is
I'm
what
gonna
it
tell
is.
you something. If this show gets a season 3, which I think it should, if it gets a season 3, I don't think Chloe comes back. We know Elena ain't coming back. Um, I think Latoya might be on the wall, might be on the fence, and maybe even Labrina.
I mean, hell, that's the most about the hot drama because we're not watching for
I think if
Marina.
Chloe doesn't come back, they might be able to convince Labrina to come back. But I think if Chloe comes back, I don't see a successful season with this same cast. I just think certain things. I just think there's certain things that people can't get past.
Right, exactly. And my thing is that y'all need to have reunions. What's up with that? Like,
I
are
don't
y'all not
understand why they're
contracted for
not having a
interviews nor
reunion.
reunions?
I
Yes,
don't like it. I really think, honestly, if they had a reunion last season, the first 6 episodes of this season would have never happened. Because the whole
exactly.
Precious thing would have been deaded at the reunion.
Agreed. It would have been over and done with.
Yeah, they definitely need a
So,
reunion.
right. Okay. Well, we'll
I
go
don't
ahead
know
and
if
get into.
anybody in the bushes, Chuck. I don't know. They ain't dropped down. Usually they'll drop down.
Yeah, and I don't know if they know my channel. Well, seen my channel
Well,
before.
I
I don't know
posted
that.
it. I posted on my social media. I posted it. So I
Oh,
posted on
okay.
my Instagram. So yeah.
No, it's all good. Look, we're gonna see them later this month. So,
We, look,
hey,
JoJo gonna be dancing on tables next weekend.
hey, look, I might have me a little prosecco,
Little
champagne.
prosecco.
I might bring my little doctorate degree. I would be like, yeah, see, I told y'all, I'm a doctor. I told y'all, I'm a doctor.
You know
They gonna have
what?
me escorted out. They're gonna be like, because we need that young man there
Excuse me, sir.
dancing on
Can you
tables to be
please
escorted
can
out
you
for
move
my
can you
man.
move over to the left just a smidge?
That's funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the because honestly, really be this second half, like this last episode was all about Chloe,
It
Chloe,
really
Chloe,
was.
Chloe, Chloe.
Yeah.
But we
I
can go
told you it
ahead
was
and
like
do
Marsha,
some.
Marsha, Marsha. It really was about Chloe.
Yeah. So the first scene of the episode, who was it? Ashley, the friend of the show, she's back. You have Marina, and you have Latoya. Now, they was talking about Chloe and her antics and everything. But let me ask you a question, really be. What the hell is Marina mad about? What her issue with Chloe is? I feel like did she really got an issue or she just following the crowd?
I don't know what her issue is either. I mean, I know that the whole like being messy and carrying Bones back, but I don't think any of that really affected her. So I don't know if she just mad on GP because Labrina is her girl or what. I don't know.
Or is she just trying to I'm sorry, I keep saying Marina. What is it? Okay.
Manira.
Myrna. Manira.
Manira.
I
That's
keep
why I
saying
call
that
her
girl
Mimi,
wrong.
child. I call her Mimi. I call her Mimi.
Mimi. Okay, we're gonna say Mimi. So yeah, or is she just following the crowd? That's my question.
Yeah, honestly, I do feel like I feel like because I can't remember any direct hit to her. Because remember, once we got to the bottom of the whole Precious situation, girl, you the one that started it.
Mm-hmm.
So you really, really shouldn't have had like, yeah. I don't know why she kind of has an issue other than just the way it's moved the group and maybe the way it's affected the group. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't make no sense to me. It was random. I'm like, okay. But they end up doing a trip. Mimi is gonna plan a trip for the girls to go right down the street. So the next scene, Chloe meets up with Latoya and they have a conversation. The girls don't really want Chloe there because they all feel like that Chloe is the main common denominator of all this mess, all this drama. She is the main common denominator. Okay. Chloe feels some type of way because Chloe is like, hey, this is who I've been the whole time. What's going on?
Right. I've
What's your
been who
thought?
I've been. Y'all didn't
Right.
have a problem with it before. Now all of a sudden it's an issue.
Right. Did you have any thoughts on that scene?
Um, no, other than they said, well, Latoya's gonna work on Chloe and Mimi gonna work on Labrina so that everybody comes. So yeah, no.
Exactly. So okay. Well, all the girls show up at the house. The house is really pretty. I like fun colors. I like baby blue, pink, all the fun colors and stuff. I would have had fun in the house. It looked like a fun house. But
A
all
fun
the girls
house.
are there. Chloe in that long wig. She won't let that wig go. That
Maybe
shake
she
and go
was
wig in the name
she
of
is
your
not letting that wig go. She said y'all gonna get this wig for the rest of the season.
right. So all the girls are there getting settled in, picking their rooms, getting food and stuff. And once again, your girl Chloe is brought up in a situation. She feel ambushed by these women. Is Chloe that bad, really, be in this group? Is she that much of a cancer to these girls, or is it
I
just
think
twenty
the
on
problem
ten?
I think the problem is, and I did my review earlier today. I think the problem is, again, I think this could have been nipped in the bud if she was open to hearing. Like when they tried to have that conversation with her at game night, when it was just the couples, I feel like she had been open to the conversation. But the fact that she was so defensive and she shut everything down, and then that's the same night that she called Ro and cussed Ro out. I really wish that they would have shown us them text messages, because I think it would have put Ro's feelings and Latoya's feelings in a little bit more perspective. Because according to when they were in the therapy session, they were like, she literally texted them all night, cussing them out, calling them out their name, like all kinds of stuff. And so it kind of put in perspective why Ro is sort of where she is, because Ro was like, look, I don't let nobody talk to me like that. And so I think that what Chloe did is that bad? No. In the grand scheme of reality television, no. But I think the problem is she's not open to hearing what the women have to say, letting them get it off their chest, and then being able to move forward. And I think that's the problem. Because again, even when, Latoya was trying to talk to her, Latoya was like, you're not letting me finish. You're not letting me talk. I know I'm jumping ahead, but you're not even.
It's all a group into one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not letting me finish. You're not letting me talk. And Chloe was like, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. And then the minute Latoya started talking and Chloe didn't like what she was saying, she cut her off again and was like, and Latoya was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you asked me what the problem is, and when I'm trying to tell you, you're cutting me off after I asked you to stop cutting me off and let me finish what I'm saying. And Chloe's response was, no, I'm not going to let you finish because it's not true. There can be no resolution if we can't listen to, if we can't hear each other, there is no resolution.
Right.
And so do I think that what Chloe did is like, should put her on an island? No. But what I also think is you're not allowing people to process, because again, I hate to keep bringing up Precious, but at the end of the day, girl, you started all of that. And you lied. You carried a bone back that was not accurate. And even when Labrina tried to defend herself, you called Labrina a liar. Girl, I never said anything about Precious. I never said anything. And then when we see the footage played back, you were very much part of that conversation. Now, all three of the women were having a conversation, and they shouldn't have. But you were very much a part of that conversation.
Right.
But you carried the bone back like Labrina said it on an island by herself, unprovoked, and that's not how it happened. So Labrina has a right to confront you about it, and you should have apologized. Your response should have been, once you saw that footage, your response should have been, I really do apologize. It was not my intent to make this worse than it was. I honestly did not remember the conversation that way. But that wasn't your response. Your response was to be defensive. And so it's gonna continue to fester if people feel like they're not being heard and it is not being addressed. It's gonna continue to fester.
I definitely agree with you on that. I also feel like that in that group scene, Mimi was just really get on my nerves interjecting, because now it's like I feel like that she was kind of picking at Chloe. Like, I don't want to play devil's advocate, but I understand where Chloe is feeling like, number one, like you mentioned, Chloe does not take responsibility for anything that she do. And that's the issue.
Hey, Quake, were you bigger?
Like, it was a big, I don't want to call it a, hey, what's up, Quake? I don't want to call it a gang up. But it just felt like Chloe versus everybody. But when you do bullshit and when you on that stuff, then you're gonna get called out. So I understand where from the outside looking in, it could look like that she's getting ganged up on. Because some people were just interjecting, they had no business. Like Mimi, like, what are you interjecting for? That's my question. But a part of me did feel a little bad for Chloe, but I know that Chloe needs to really apologize and take accountability for some of the stuff, because these women were very irritated with her. You know what I'm saying? And then with her using excuse, ADD and stuff, I understand that, but that ADD does not excuse you for being messy as hell, and causing drama in the group. That's no. I understand where you're coming from, but no, ma'am. So at that time, she called her man Jordan, wanted to go get picked up. Am I skipping over? No, yeah, Roe went off on her. She called her man Jordan trying to
Well,
go get
her and
picked
Ro
up.
got into a real bad. That's kind of like a little
Yeah.
bit of like the inside kind of tea that I was going to tell you about a little bit that I got a little more information on.
Oh, okay. Off camera.
No, I mean, I don't
Oh,
think I need to say it off camera. All I'm gonna
oh.
say is basically what I was told was that scene was very edited and it made it look like Ro was being so aggressive, but it really didn't
Mm.
capture it didn't
What's up,
capture
Karen?
it didn't capture a lot of what was said. From what I
Look, we
was
know you love
told,
Mimi.
right, from what I was told, um Chloe got in Ro's face first. That's why you saw Ro jump up. From what I heard, Chloe made some really nasty comments about people's kids. She called
Mm.
so but that's the kind of stuff that's getting edited out. So it is making it look like the ladies are being a little more unnecessarily um like they're ganging up on her when it's a lot more from what I'm told.
Wow. No, okay. That makes sense. Well, yeah. Well, I wish they could have shown that for sure, but I know.
But that's production, and that
Yeah.
again, yeah. From my understanding, Chloe made comments about people's kids, so it has to be either Labrina or Manera because no, Ro has a daughter too. But I feel like if she had said something about Ro's daughter, I feel like I just feel like it would have been a rap.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ro looked like she nuck it. She looked like nuck if
Nuck
you
if
buck.
you buck.
Nuck, nuck if you buck. Okay. Yeah, you
Okay.
don't bring nobody kids. What's up, Universal Soul Goddess? You don't bring nobody kids up in this now.
Yeah.
You don't
So
bring nobody kids. Now, with that being said, Chloe is she's irritated. She's over it. She called a man to come pick her up. Latoya talked to Jordan, big dog Jordan. Jordan tell her like, hey,
And
like,
listen, the first thing out of Jordan's mouth when she called him was, "You do be coming out your mouth wrong." So
yeah,
again, I feel like Chloe, this is none of this is new information. None of this is information you don't already know that people haven't already told you. People have told you, you know.
yeah, exactly. So everybody was all up in that. Latoya trying to talk to Jordan. They had a conversation because Latoya felt bad. She's trying to bring the group back together. We'll bring Chloe back together. So that all the girls meets up. Latoya talking about her situations, and they had a deep conversation. And then Chloe comes back, attitude on 1,000. Do you hear me, baby girl? I wouldn't have came back. You knew what if the vibe was. She was already came in hot on defense mode, and then that
I
caused
give
her
her
and
credit for
Latoya to
coming
go back
back
and
though.
forth.
I give her credit for coming back. It, it
Yeah,
it took a lot. I give her credit for coming back.
that is true. That is true. That is true. But her and Latoya go back and forth, and that was a disheartening conversation too, because I felt like that Latoya was one of the last probably good friends with Rose. So that was a whole breakdown of the situation, and they had a back and forth. What were your thoughts on that last scene?
I think that once again, Latoya is trying to explain to you how your absence when she needed you hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
How when she was going through what she went through with her seizure, how that affected her. And your response was again, you gave her nothing. And in your confessional, I mean, I grew up seeing people have seizures every day. So I mean, girl, get over it. It's just a seizure. You're okay. You're fine. Let's move on. And again, I'm like, you're not listening. You're not listening to what your friends are telling you. You're not listening.
Right. She's not listening. That's the issue. She's not listening at all. Like, you're not taking heed on what your friends are telling you. And I feel bad because like I said, nobody likes to be ganged up on. But Chloe, you gotta really listen. Like, and I feel like that Latoya cries are it's really like sincere. Like, that girl is really hurt. And she's going through a lot of stuff. I mean, she lost her father around this time. She had the medical incident that happened, due to stress. She probably stressed about other stuff, the economy, business. Maybe the money ain't flowing like it need to flow. It's a lot going on.
Simon 8000. This isn't a Carlos show. This isn't a Carlos King show. So this has nothing to do with Carlos.
This ain't Carlos show. This is a different. This is under a whole different production company.
Yeah,
big dog company.
Yeah, this is a whole different production company, and so that's if this was a Carlos show, child, they'd have had a damn reunion.
Exactly. And I like Chuck's comment. He said, "Let her go." And sometimes it is hard to let friendships go when it no longer serves. And I feel like that sometimes friendships do have expiration dates. And I feel like out of everyone, really, I feel like that Latoya and Chloe have had the most genuine connection, in my opinion. Like they were, I wouldn't say sisters, but they had a good girl banter. And for it to play out the way it played, it does suck. But hopefully this is a learning lesson for Chloe to really just stop being obtuse and take responsibility and just listen to your girls. You might not have to agree with, but I know for me, if I have an issue with my friends, I want my friends to hear me out, right? Like, listen, I have this problem. I just want them to say, hey, like, listen, I acknowledge you. Let me go into Dr. JoJo mode. I acknowledge you. I hear you. I respect to what you're saying. All through, I might not clearly understand. As your friend, I'm open to understand your perspective, because when you interject and when you butt in different opinions without fully grasping and listening to what that person is saying, it causes conflict, and it is a sign of dismissal. So hopefully this is a learning lesson for Chloe. But baby, her and that wig, I don't think they learned shit.
And again, it's just a matter of
what's up.
It's like, let me listen.
Mm-hmm.
It is so frustrating when you're trying to have a conversation and you're trying to express how you feel to somebody, and you're trying to really be vulnerable to somebody, and you're feeling like you're being dismissed, or that they're mumbling under their breath, or they're making everything about them. I understand what you're saying, that all Chloe said was, it's my turn now, and you didn't think it was enough for Latoya to go off like that. However, you got to put it in perspective. It had been happening. Latoya had told her earlier in the day, let me finish my thought. Let me get it out. You keep cutting me off. So once again, here Latoya is trying to be vulnerable, trying to have a serious moment and talking about what she was going through and how that was affecting her. And what I really think she was trying to say was, if I can't figure out a way to reduce my stress, I might not be able to do this. I may not be able to, without breaking the fourth wall, I may not be able to do this show. And while she was trying to explain that, here go Chloe, once again, under her breath, mumbling, well, it's my turn now. Giddy up. It's my turn now. Again, it's not so much what Chloe is doing. It is, we are sitting on a keg of dynamite right now. Mm-hmm. And you have the match, and you keep flicking. You have a lighter in your hand, and you keep flicking that damn lighter. And we sitting on a keg of dynamite. Like, chill out for a minute. Let this shit. I really think a lot of this could have blown over had Chloe been a little more open, a little more humble, a little more understanding. The fact that she keeps trying to make it about her. Well, I'm going through stuff too. I got a lot going on too. That's not, now is not the time for I. If your friend is coming to you saying that they're in pain and saying that they're hurting, now is the time to listen. And once we get past it, then you can say, I really missed my friend because I've got a lot going on too. But you got to get to that point first. So
I agree with you. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Like, it sucks, but it needs to be some accountability and growth with that.
Yeah. So, and I said earlier today, you probably didn't see my live earlier. I did say that Ro was doing a lot. She did a lot last week. I think she was doing a lot this week. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but in that moment, Ro was not doing that. In that moment, Ro was letting Latoya speak. Everybody at that table was letting Latoya have her moment, except for Chloe.
Right. Yeah, because when Ro was going off on Chloe, I was like, damn, Ro, you going, I know you're all not fucking with each other, but you going in. Oh
I
my
mean, Ro was
goodness.
doing a lot. I did, but like
Yeah.
I said, from my understanding, it was some stuff edited out
Behind,
that would
edit it
explain
out.
why
Yeah.
Ro was responding the way she was. But again, we can only review what we see. So based on what I saw, Ro was doing a lot.
Thanks. So okay, well, guys, that is the end of, and I'm sorry, I put episode 8 and 9. That was episode 9 and 10. But
Yeah, I
guys, that
think next
was,
week is the finale.
yeah, the finale. Okay, which will be on your channel. So
Yeah.
that should be exciting. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. Really, be, what do you have going on?
Well, literally, literally, I tell you off camera. I can't say this out
Okay,
loud. I'll tell you off. So don't click off when you go. Okay.
I got you.
So shit, my bad. I lost my literally in 15 minutes, myself and Shay in the city are going live to talk about Put a Ring on It, Cheaters Edition. Child, this shit is a whole mess. So y'all know me and Treese and Nels are about to get into it in about 15 minutes it'll be on my channel and on Shade in the City's channel. So that's what we're gonna be in 15 minutes. As far as tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, I'm gonna try to give you guys a Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have a gym appointment in the morning and I have something to do tomorrow evening. I have a really, really, really big interview. Huh?
I said, come on, gym appointment.
Yes, honey. I'm trying to get in, trying to do it. I have an interview at 3:30 with a woman who wants to tell her story about her relationship with a celebrity DJ. I am not gonna say who it is, but so at 3:30 tomorrow. Matter of fact, I gotta do that thumbnail before I go to bed. At 3:30 tomorrow. So that's what I got going on.
Oh, that should. Well, first of all, I'm very excited, and I have been watching Put a Ring on It as well. I'm trying to collaborate with Sakina, but baby, Sakina ain't feeling it, so I might have to. I might reach out.
Sakina, right, she ain't got shit else on her channel right
now.
now. Tell Sakina she gotta do it.
Right, but I might reach out to you. Really, be to probably joining y'all as a guest. I would love to be a guest to talk about that. But for me, guys, I was going to originally work on the Dr. Candace Matthews video, but the way how my technical difficulties, give me a day so I can kind of fix this.
Yeah, work it out. Yeah, get it all worked out. Get it all worked out.
And then so we can talk and we can live stream because baby, I'm in a season. I am ready. As you see, I need to get the background together, but I'm all ready. So let's go. But okay, with that being said, guys, we enjoy y'all so much. We're gonna go ahead and out of here so really we can join her next live. Okay. Talk to y'all later.
Peace. Thank you. Bye.